Hi, Jenny here with Sipping Streams Tea Company for another Thirsty Thursday. Happy New Year, everyone, and happy National Hot Tea Month. And at all, if you have any questions, just stop me. But we'll be covering in the month of January every week a topic about health and tea. And so, with it being the cold weather month of January, a lot of people start staying indoors and you're around a lot of other people, and sometimes it's easy to spread germs around. And sometimes we've just got all these huge projects that we're working on that we kind of get burnt out and our immune system gets compromised. So for the month of January, we'll be covering a lot about tea and health. So I would love to hear any of the questions that you have about tea and health down below. Please, at any time, share this with a friend who you think would benefit from this. And shout out to me at any point in time if you've got a comment or a question. But today's topic is going to be over L-theanine. I actually had this question asked inside my tea house last week on matcha and the health benefits of matcha for people who are ADD or ADHD. And actually my brother is autistic and he was misdiagnosed as being ADHD for pretty much his whole entire childhood, K through 12, preschool through 12. And it wasn't until he was about 21 that he was actually diagnosed with autism. So I know a little bit about the area of the effects of tea with people who might be ADD, ADHD, autistic, have trouble concentrating, and a lot of that has to do with movements and the nervous system for the muscles, and like nervous twitches, rocking, you know. For him it was always shaking his leg. And even we, like normal people, have that problem too sometimes. So we just all have trouble concentrating sometimes, and that's okay. We're all human. We all have activities that we're, doing, so many projects on our mind, different places we need to be or need to go to. So L-theanine is this amazing amino acid. So I'm making this green tea actually today in my infuser. So it doesn't quite fit in my mason jar mug, but it still fits enough. So I'm going to take my tea out because I just finished steeping it. I have this little drip tray here for my Finum brew basket. But you can use whatever tea infuser you want or tea travel mug that you have. And if I can't see your comments below, just bear with me. I think Facebook Live has changed for some reason, so I can't really see the questions anymore. And if anybody has any advice, please let me know, because I'm pretty new to all the updates that there are on Facebook. But yeah, thank you for those of you who have joined me today. And anyway, so L-theanine is this amino acid that is in all green leafy plants. Romaine lettuce, spinach, kale, the tea plants, the carrot top leaves, the leaves of the coffee plant has L-theanine. And L-theanine is this amazing, powerful amino acid that actually calms and relaxes the body. Now there's different amounts in different green leafy plants, so it all just depends what you're consuming, and some green leafy plants might not be good for the human body to consume. But what's nice about L-theanine is that there is a lot of it in tea itself. And today I'm drinking our high-grown Mao Feng green tea. It's an organic green tea from Anhui province, and it's a delicious, smooth green tea. And what's nice about high-grown green teas is that it's naturally stressed in a cold, harsh environment that causes it to produce, any plant that's grown in a harsher, colder environment has to produce a lot more nutrients and hardiness in it. So usually it's a lot more potent in flavor, aroma, and it's just very complex and very good for you. That's why it's very highly desired for high-grown teas or Arctic blueberries that are from the tundra because of that cold weather. So any plant that is stressed, like matcha or our Malfoam green tea, whether naturally in the Malfoam green tea or artificially, as in matcha, that is grown and harvested in April and May, they have more potency of everything in it. And that's great. It makes a really good quality cup of tea. If you're going to drink tea for health, you might as well get something that's good for you. Otherwise, you're going to be grasping at different things and trying to get this filler and that filler. Why not get the best for your body? And that way, in the end, you actually save more money because it works right the first time. So L-theanine is an amino acid that calms and relaxes the body. So even though the tea plant has a lot of caffeine in it, dry form to dry form, the tea plant actually has more caffeine than coffee. However, the caffeine is not different. I've heard that said so many times. The caffeine is not different. Caffeine is caffeine. I used to be a science teacher, a high school science teacher, and the molecular structure of caffeine doesn't change. What it binds to and how it reacts might be different depending on what it attaches to, but caffeine is always caffeine. So L-theanine is an amino acid that occurs in green leafy plants. And out of all green leafy plants on Earth, the Camellia sinensis plant, as in white tea, green tea, oolong, black, and pu'erh, the 5 types of tea that there are. I'm not talking about chamomile. I'm not talking about rose hips. Now, those parts are not from the green leafy part of the plant, so those won't have L-theanine in them. I'm talking strictly about the tea plant. The tea plant, that's this green leafy plant when it starts off and then gets oxidized and transforms into 5 different types of tea. So, I'm gonna get another drink of tea. So, the nice thing about L-theanine, and even though is very potent in the tea plant, and the tea plant itself has a lot of caffeine in it too, and it just slowly comes out with every infusion. Hi, thanks for joining us. And when you're consuming all this caffeine, a lot of people say tea doesn't have caffeine in it, or it doesn't have that much caffeine in it. Well, that really depends on the grade of the tea leaf, because if it's got a lot of caffeine in it, it probably is also a high grade of tea that also has a high amount of L-theanine in it, which is going to counterbalance and keep the flow going. So what's nice about the tea plant itself is that it's very holistic in itself as a substance that people consume, enjoy, and share. It is something that balances the whole person and the whole system of caffeine and calmness at the same time. So to answer the question about the lady who asked about matcha and the health benefits for somebody who is ADHD, ADD, I said, yes, matcha is very beneficial. But so is white tea and green tea and oolong and black tea. Those are all from the same plant that has a high amount of L-theanine. So you can consume your matcha in green tea cupcakes or scones, or you can cook with it. You can make it into a smoothie or, you know, a nice energy drink. And you can also have it hot or cold, just like any other tea from the Camellia sinensis plant. So the reason why it would be so beneficial for L-theanine in general and the tea plant itself for somebody who has ADHD or ADD is that sometimes they say for the brain chemistry they do need caffeine. That caffeine does the opposite. That has an opposite effect. Now note, every single person is different. And every single person will have different reactions to different foods that they consume, you know, plants that they take, herbs that they take, and depending what is in your body and the, I guess, the recipe of what you're consuming and what you're doing in your life, that will all affect the outcome. And since everyone is an individual and everyone does different things, those results aren't always the same. And so with L-theanine and with the caffeine, in whether it's matcha, and matcha's the pure meat of the leaf. So it's just 100% of the pure meat of the leaf ground into half a micron fine of the powder, whether you're having it ceremonial matcha, whether you're having it in a smoothie or ice cream or in a cake, or whether you're just having a regular, I know this isn't just a regular cup, but a regular cup of green tea, you're going to get caffeine and L-theanine. And the caffeine might counterbalance the brain chemistry in calming down somebody who is, hyperactive. And at the same time, the L-theanine is going to calm and relax the body, the neurological aspects of jitteriness. And so that's why L-theanine is so powerful. And not just that, that's why tea is so powerful for people who struggle with ADD, ADHD, or autism. Now, I'm not going to suggest to anybody not to take their medication. Everyone is different and everyone has a different situation. But it definitely helps to consume tea itself. And at any time, oh, hi Michelle, thanks for joining us. Okay, good, the comments are working. So if you guys have anyone that you know of who would totally benefit from this video, please share it out with them. Please tag them below and let them know that we are running a campaign all this month, every week of January. We are doing the Share the Warmth sweepstakes, and we want to share our tea with you. So whether it's our tea knowledge, our tea itself, or just community and space, please share us out by tagging us, #SippingStreams, or #ShareTheWarmth 2018, and you will be entered to win a $200 gift certificate to Sipping Streams that you can use online or in store. So every week of January, I will be sharing another health benefit tip on Thursdays with you here on Facebook Live. So please let your friends know, let your family know, try out some of these tips, and let me know what your results were. Thank you so much for all of you who've joined me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope to share more tea with you this month for National Hot Tea Month. So definitely share the warmth and have a great day.